Good morning, Modern Steaders. Today we're supposed to be getting the delivery of the project we've been planning all winter, guys. Oh, keeping my fingers crossed with everything going on in the world right now that the delivery doesn't get messed up. It should be en route probably within an hour to our homestead. But I don't want to say too much yet because it seems like everything keeps changing minute by minute, hour by hour. So I'm gonna hold my breath. No, I'm not, but I'll wait to talk about it once it gets here. We gotta check on Willow and Blossom. They spent the night last night by themselves in the birthing stall. We separated Willow and put Blossom in there with her because goats are very social animals. They don't like to be by themselves. So we didn't want to put Buttercup in there with her because Buttercup, being pregnant, could try to adopt one of the babies if Willow has the babies in there with her. I see wood shavings all over the floor. Come on in, girls. No baby goats. Awesome. I'll be over there in a minute to let you out. Yeah, don't worry. You're good. I'll be right back. We ordered a camera to put out here, but it hasn't come in yet. We want to be able to keep an eye on the goats from the house. I don't know if we can live stream from the camera or not yet. We haven't done any of that, so we're waiting on the camera to show up. It should be here sometime this week, hopefully before Willow has her baby. Come on in, boys. You guys are gonna be baby daddies pretty soon. Yeah, pretty soon one of you will be a baby daddy. Good girl, Pluto. Where'd Tanner go, huh? Is he around here? Tanner, where you hiding? That also means it was Little P and Magnolia's first night without their mom. How'd you girls do? You seem good. Ready to go out? Come on. Oh, Blossom, you ready to come out? You're the noisy one. Come on. Come on out. Come on. What? Now you don't want to come out? There you go. So I can shut the door behind you quick. Look at that. Everybody's still here. No barking, Tanner. Got a little bit of snow overnight last night. Not too much. We ended up getting 3/4 of an inch of rain yesterday. Jeez, you girls are gonna knock me over this morning. There you go. Well, made me fall on my bum. See, we already got 2 loose chickens. I don't have the electric fence on for the chickens' poultry netting yet. Being inside the pasture fence right now, I'm not too worried that a couple of the chickens keep getting out. They're just trying to find bugs, so they're good foragers. I can't knock them for that. Huh, ladies? Because that's what makes your eggs better. Yeah, I can't give you a hard time for that. There you go. Want to go in? I think Little P and Magnolia are coming back from getting a drink. I'm guessing it was pretty windy last night since one of our maple syrup buckets is blown over here. We've been getting pretty good flowage still. I'm thinking we're getting towards the end though. It's just started to slow down the last day or so. Need to get ready for our delivery today, but I'm not quite sure what we're gonna need when it gets here. So I want to bring a screw gun with us. Let's grab a thing of screws. I want to grab some 2x4 pieces in case we need any blocking. A pair of tin snips. Not sure how the load's gonna be strapped down. So I want some tin snips. stack some of our material on it when it arrives if we need to. We got our barn kit from Jamaica Cottage Shop last year. The lumber was stacked on these pallets, and these pallets are going to come in handy, I do believe, for today's delivery. So we have to go wide and then out, and I don't want to hit the gate by any means, so. Shut that gate before the goats get out. I hope that's everything we're gonna need. I think that'll do it. We'll park here and we'll wait to see what happens. Curious to see how the soil inside of our cold frames are doing. I got snow on the outside. Oh, it smells so good in there. We're still frozen, but we've defrosted quite a bit under there. That's awesome. I bet you this week we'll be able to plant in here. I'm getting closer. So the big flat boxes, are those the doors?
Yeah.
Yeah. They heavy?
Those are fragile.
Are they heavy?
No.
No.
Been seeing. Usually, I mean, the roads. I think I drove from like exit 23 in New Hampton all the way to probably 37 before I even had somebody pass me.
So these are probably the exhaust fans, yeah.
Yeah, these are right.
Just set these over here for now.
I try and get that pallet wherever you want it because
Yes.
they organize that pretty well and it's heavy.
Okay.
slide my bed back as far as.
Gotcha.
I might have to double up on that dunnage.
Yep.
Set it like, yeah, about right here. Oops. It's gonna fall a bit, but should be alright.
That's fine. Perfect. Well, that went a lot easier than I could have hoped for. So these are all of our parts for our bows to build the main part of the high tunnel. Let's see, let's count them. We should have 26. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Awesome. I like seeing that. Now we've got our greenhouse that's the size of our house. So the high tunnel, I shouldn't call it a green tunnel. I shouldn't call it a greenhouse, it's a high tunnel. The high tunnel is going to be 30 by 48, and our house is 32 by 48.
What's the difference between a greenhouse and a high tunnel?
A high tunnel you grow in the ground, and a greenhouse you would have and you would set up benches and you would grow on the benches. Got a couple of rolls of our poly right here, and I am surprised with how heavy this is. Stuff weighs quite a bit. It says 4 feet by 100 feet.
This one looks smaller, maybe.
Does it? As I say, because that one's taller than me. I'm taller than 4 feet.
Maybe. You look the same. Careful.
Hold it. That'll be your job when we
Don't be hurting yourself.
build the
because there's
greenhouse.
probably no chiropractors open.
Right. One of our biggest struggles ever since we moved here is gardening.
Yes.
This is the place we've had the least luck with gardening. When we had our other two properties, we had really good gardens, and here we've had a miserable garden. We're thinking it's the weather, it's the rain. We're in a really short growing season, so we're in growing zone 4B, so we can grow from Memorial Day,
If we're lucky.
if you're lucky. Beginning of October, end of September is usually our first frost. So we have a very short growing season here, and we haven't had good luck. So
And we have lots of rocky soil too.
yes, we have tons of rocky soil, so we can't just go pick a spot and rototill. At the end of every year, we plan for the next year and think what project we can do. Last year we did the barn and we did fences. So this year we've been planning, and we decided to go with a high tunnel. We've been cutting down the apple trees is where this is going to go. So our goal is get somebody in with an excavator, pull all the stumps out. We're going to have them go through, pick out all the big rocks, and we're going to have them trench where our ground stakes are going. When we get to that, we'll be sharing videos of that, so that'll all come together and make sense. But we decided to go the high tunnel because we should be able to get at least 2 extra months, if not 3 extra months, of our growing season by doing this. And then also we want to be able to overwinter like spinach and lettuce and broccoli in the high tunnel. So our next big endeavor will be winter gardening with the high tunnel.
Yeah.
So this high tunnel kit is going to make it so we're growing in like North Carolina, Virginia growing zone. So it's kind of neat to think of that this greenhouse is going to have the potential, unheated, is going to have the potential to bring us down to the Carolinas. If we heat it in the wintertime, we would be in Florida growing zone.
So we're just gonna hang out in the greenhouse in the high tunnel.
Hang out in the
In
high
winter
tunnel.
time.
So what do you guys call it? Would you call it a high tunnel or you call it a greenhouse? What makes more sense to you? I've heard it go both ways, but I was told the technical word is high tunnel. High tunnels you grow in the ground. In greenhouses you grow on benches.
I like greenhouse.
There is also grants available for these. We got our greenhouse from a local greenhouse maker right here in New Hampshire, a remote greenhouse. I'll have links in the video description down below. We are working on getting a promo code for everybody. As of we're shooting this, I don't have the promo code, but we're supposed to be getting it. So if there is, it'll be in the video description down below. And I'll put it what it is right here. There are grants to get these greenhouses for free too. The NRCS, they have grant money. So it takes about a year to get the grant money. They'll pay 100% for your high tunnels. And that's where I learned about greenhouses versus high tunnels. Because they won't give you grant money for a greenhouse, but they'll give you grant money for a high tunnel.
And we hadn't looked into it soon enough to be able to do that process this year.
So if we wanted to do another greenhouse, we could still use them to get grant money for a greenhouse, but it takes about a year.
So someone needs to start that process.
Yes, we need to start that. We need to start that process now for our next greenhouse.
We'll have two.
So we can have two greenhouses. But we wanted to get one up and going for this growing season. So now we have work in front of us. Once the land dries out, we can get somebody in here with an excavator and get the dirt work going, and then we can start constructing. You up for the challenge?
Yeah.
I'll probably get a tarp to put a tarp over this metal stuff just so we can save the stickers like this one's. These are our ridge connectors. These are our wind braces. One of these boxes has the instructions. And that was another thing I didn't talk about is where we are. We have high winds and we have a lot of snow. So we have to have a heavy duty high tunnel to stand up to the weather we have here. So this is one of the strongest rated high tunnels that you can get.
Is that what that is?
This is, no, so the end walls are gonna have this material on it versus regular just plastic. So in here is the hardware for the roll-up sides, right? Yeah, roll-up side hardware. This is more bracing, blower motor bracket, insert splices. Aha, that's the one we want to make sure we get in the house. That's really fancy. I like how they do that. Nor'easter 30 or 30-foot wide
That's really
greenhouse
makes me
assembly.
happy. I love binders.
Right? And look at that. Parts list frame. Wow. I'll have to go through that inside. Look at that. Fancy dancy.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get up high like that.
Oh yeah, we gotta get some big ladders. We gotta get two big ladders.
I had to be on a ladder.
Somebody does. More hardware. Nice.
I can do it.
You can do it.
I can do it. I just gotta think about the size at the end.
Yep.
Ready to go check on Willow?
Yeah.
Think she'll have any babies for us? No, not yet.
Not yet.
No, not yet. Soon.
Ah, she's getting close.
Yeah, she's
Definitely
getting
laying
close.
down. Just stop doing her better.
Look at all the loose wandering chickens. Here comes this one.
3. Yep, we got 3.
Oh yeah, that one's running. They're just looking for earthworms to eat.
5.
I can't knock them. Yep, there's that other one.
Over by the hay feeder.
There was one over by the goat feeder.
You know who's getting away.
They always do. One straggler. How many eggs?
13.
13, Livy says. I'll say 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
What?
That's our biggest day so far.
That chicken is not food.
Egg salad sandwich again.
Oh, I hear the boys. It's getting muddy over here. You don't want to come out because it's raining? Huh? What are you doing, Caleb? Is that good? That hay feeder is all Mom's idea. Really? Yep. I made it. She designed it. Yeah. Yep. They're looking good. I'd say they're about a third of the way feathered out. Can't wait till we can let them out.
Yeah. One water?
Yeah, just the big water. What are you girls doing? Hope. Any babies yet there, Willow? She's like, nope, just chewing my cud. She's just chewing her cud. You're getting pretty big there too, Buttercup. You gonna go before your due date, Willow, or on your due date? There she goes, chewing her cud. Alright, I'll leave you girls to it.
We're gonna have some pork chops. I'm going to sear them on the stovetop first and then stick them in the oven 350 for about 8 to 10 minutes. And then I have beets going on the steamer, and we're going to have some spinach that I'm gonna saute up. And then we have chocolate chip cookies. This is just paprika, garlic salt, and paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder. I'm gonna see if I can get all the spinach into this pot. So much, and it's gonna be like that much to eat.
We are excited that the greenhouse is finally here. We've been planning this project all winter long, and it just feels good to have it on the ground. Now we need to wait for the weather to cooperate so we can get the excavator in here and get some area cleaned up, so we're gonna have a nice spot to grow in. It's gonna be so nice. We're gonna have a longer growing season. We're gonna have a growing season like a lot of y'all have, so we're looking forward to that. I'm gonna put a link to a video right here of when the barn got delivered last year. That was a fun video. If you guys like watching delivery videos, go check this one out. Thanks for coming along on our homesteading journey with us, guys. You're a huge blessing to us and our homestead. We can't wait for Willow to have her babies. That's any day now, guys. And we'll see you right back here in the next video at Lumnah Acres.